Atlanta deniers, dong hack truthers, our moment has come. With Atlanta's demoralizing 3-1 loss to Florida, they are no longer above humankind. They are a real team that have real problems. Losing to the Outlaws last week wasn't an off day anymore. They are just not the best. Florida outworked them. They were more flexible, they were better coached, and they had a significantly better macro understanding of rush compositions. Antarctic Peninsula started off with the Rain winning on sub-level 100-99 in the dive mirror. Atlanta just edged them out with some more seamless coordination, especially when it came to juggling the overtime. There is nothing new here. We know how this comp works. We have seen it for the last 4 months. But from here on out, Florida were able to lock the rush and got cooking. The plan to exploit the weak link on Atlanta was fully put into motion. Before Donghack was ready to actually do anything of value, someone was dancing on the grave of his allies. Now, the Rain did make it close by catching RuPaul out on the dive and capitalizing on Florida's overextensions, but Merritt showed up big on Sojourn and Florida came out on top. In the rush mirror on Icebreaker, it wasn't really close. While Atlanta did get to 80-odd%, it was mostly off of Lip's individual ability on the Sojourn to find a pick early or have a multi-kill overclock. Florida worked the map more effectively to give Merritt and Checkmate better angles, which gave them the lead after map 1. On Eichenwald, Florida opted to continue their rush on the defense and it worked out well. Most of the time, Fielder was picked off early somehow, usually while Donghack was still staging his dive. The Rain only won fights with Lip's EMP and wouldn't have even cracked second point if not for a C9 event. However, Florida's offense was not nearly as spectacular. They struggled to get past the initial choke with their Echo into the classic Somber Tracer and capped late using 4 ults before getting stifled midway through second. No matter how bad the Rain are, Chio and Fielder on high ground will always be Chio and Fielder on high ground. It doesn't change. Dorado, though, was a master class from Florida all around. They perfectly kited every single dive Atlanta tried to throw at them, and even when things got tough, someone was able to stall out long enough for reinforcements to come back, resulting in a full hold and some of the best macro play of the season. Merritt on Widow was the centerpiece of the operation, and although he didn't actually get that many kills himself, the ones he did get were crucial to their success on both sides, and he exerted immense pressure onto every member of the Rain. Donghack was cowering in fear every time he turned a corner, but even when Merritt was taken out of the play by, I don't know, all of Donghack's entire primal rage, Checkmate would be the father that stepped up and casually get a 5k. Atlanta had zero space to work with and didn't make any real adjustments to try and get ahead. They just got owned. So on Florida's match point, we go to Colosseum, where we get the Ring Around the Rosie Rhine strat, which essentially flips the map and forces Atlanta into a head-on collision between a Ford F-150 and a Toyota Camry. So now with their early 20-ish meter lead, Florida were happy to sit back and let Atlanta push into them for the next 5 minutes until they finally gained some more progress. All the while, Donghack was once again completely lost. He kept trying to set up for a dive, but someone would initiate the GOAT drive to hyperspeed and be in the backline faster than Nolan coronavirus. Atlanta's answer to the brawl this whole way through was Genji, and it kind of worked out, but not really. As the map progressed, Florida slowly switched over to the dive, and Atlanta did press back, but the whole way through, Florida was firmly in control of the situation and secured the win. It seems as though the Atlanta rush curse from last year has finally caught up to them now that they've tried to shove Hawk into a locker. Bring bro out, let him breathe. Teams are finally starting to expose Donghack, and it is concerning. Florida were always on the lookout for when he was on the move, and as soon as he wasn't in position to apply pressure, Fielder and Chio were done. Stalker was quiet, and Lip was almost non-existent except for when he used some of the most busted ults in the game. Let me be clear, Florida forced these errors. They understood how to take advantage of the Rain playstyle and made them clueless on how to proceed. Gator is going to have to actually coach now, and if I was a Rain fan, I would be terrified of this turning into a downward spiral. All the real ones knew of the Donghack exploit, but no one has actually been able to pull it off consistently until now. But let me know your thoughts on this match in the comments down below, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more pro Overwatch content. Have yourself a good one. Deuces.